Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to this another temple. You could say we've left the best till last. I haven't made any notes because you cannot possibly make any notes when you're in a place like this. So I want to start this morning by us taking a deep breath, raising our eyes and looking at these masterful paintings. Just observe them for a second. It is Prometheus taking fire from the gods and giving it to the people. In a way, we hope this is what we're here to do as delegates of the Athens Democracy Forum. We want to put the fire back into the belly of democracy. This is the purpose of the Democracy and Culture Foundation. And, you know, if we look at the etymology of the word Prometheus, I believe it is foresight. And that's another thing that we need, in addition to what Secretary General Barn and Jeffrey Sachs told us about the need for virtue. Foresight is something that democracy desperately needs. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you all for being here, for being with us the last 3 days to celebrate this decade of democracy as far as the Athens Democracy Forum is concerned. It is you that make the forum what it is. I'm delighted to see such a diverse group of people. I want to call out for the Commonwealth Parliamentarian Association for bringing 26 people from CPA. It's remarkable to have the presence of them, the presence of all of you from all corners of the world. So today is a continuation of our plenary session. Stephen Erlanger will kick us off with the first panel, the first case study of today. We have 2 remaining. But before we get into the deliberations of the day and the talk part of our Think, Talk, Do strategic impact chain, I'd like to acknowledge first Vera Jourova for being here with us, Vice President of European Commission. Your leader inspired us last night at the Stoa of Attalos. You have the Academy of Athens. We can all feel very humble in this place. And talking about humility, Professor Michael Stathopoulos, the Vice President of the Academy of Athens, is our host today. Deeply thank you for allowing us to be here. I know this is a holy place, and we're totally respectful and humbled by being here. So thank you, and please, if you could make some welcome remarks and get us on the right tone and the right footing for the rest of the day. Over to you.
Distinguished participants of the Athens Democracy Forum, dear ladies and gentlemen, in my capacity as the Vice President of the Academy of Athens, I wish to extend to you my warmest welcome into our emblematic building. The building of the Academy of Athens has been designed in 1859 by the famous Danish architect Theophil Hansen. The architect's source of inspiration was the classical architecture, as he has written, of 5th century before Christ in Athens. During this century, a political and cultural milestone has been set with the consolidation of democracy in classical Athens, mainly in the Pericles era. It was the golden age of Athens. In his famous funeral oration, Pericles said, "Our government, a model which some follow, is called a democracy because its administration is in the hands not of the few, but of the many." Democracy is the object of your forum, an object of extreme importance, and a great ideal worthwhile to deal with, but an idea which can never be fully achieved. And it has not yet been achieved, even in our Western liberal democratic states. That means that our democracy has a deficit. A strong basis of democracy is, of course, the rule of law, which is indeed in force in our Western democracies. It is a necessary foundation for the orderly functioning of democracy. But rule of law, which simply means that law has to be observed, cannot ensure that democracy is fully succeeded. It is not sufficient, because the question arises, who makes the law? Are the citizens involved in the process of producing legislation or in the legislative content? I don't mean a formal participation, but a real one, a substantial participation. The German philosopher Jürgen Habermas has called this participation public autonomy of the citizens. It is their autonomy not as recipients of the law, but as creators of law. Irrespective of this characterization, whether public or private autonomy, etc., the problem remains. Do the citizens belong, citizens' movements and other, to the real centers of legislative power? Do they play a crucial role for the development of this actual content? What is the role of the citizens during this process? I raise these questions, ladies and gentlemen, because I believe they need a profound analysis. Your forum of this year and also your next fora provide an excellent example of how people from all over the world can get together and develop a creative dialogue regarding adherence to the democracy's core values. I wanted only to point out one of these values, the democratic making of laws. The Academy of Athens, eager to follow the outcomes of the lectures that will be given by eminent speakers today. I wish you every success in your discussions, but I have two final remarks concerning the program. The first remark is that our Secretary General of the Academy of Athens, Professor Christos Zerefos, has been unexpectedly called away and has asked me in the last moment to stand in for him. And my final remark, this morning I have another commitment to attend the celebration of 60 years anniversary of the existence and operation of the Greek administrative courts. The administrative jurisdiction has become a distinct jurisdiction in Greece 60 years ago. So please accept my sincere apologies for not being able to attend fully the following lectures. Thank you.